Hey, it's Kriswixx here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Illuminati Vapor. I've tried a couple of theirs before. I tried the Lion and the Money. This one's the Bloodline, okay? And it's three words. It's a red velvet cupcake. That's all they have is the description. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to put it in this. I just re-wicked it and ready to go. It's vertical coil, single coil. Just repaired the MVP1. I had some wiring problems. I opened it up, resoldered it. Now it's back to normal. My K100, just to give you a little bit about my gear update. My K100, just about 10 minutes ago, I was going to go ahead and do a video with it. And I shorted out, started getting real hot. Just that little rubber gasket in between the positive pin, it got pushed down, so I think it was just a continuous. But I had to go put the battery outside, actually. So just vape safe, you guys. Just keep an eye on your gear. Sometimes it's just a little gasket keeping you away from, catching yourself on fire or something. So, yeah, vape safe, everybody, for real. All right. I'm going to get into the review here. This is Illuminati Vapor. They come in glass bottles like these. Okay. The first thing off you'll notice is there's no dripper, which is no big deal. You can just tip to pour or pour it into the cap and turn your mod upside down and just dip it into the cap and let it wick up. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this a quick couple shakes. Now I'm getting kind of a sweet cheesecake kind of smell. Sweet. Now it's starting to get kind of cakey and bready. I think I'm getting a hint of lemon to it. Maybe some vanilla. It smells really good, actually. Oh, that's very candy, very icing. I can see where they get the red part of the velvet. It's really smooth. I'm going to go ahead and wet this wick here. Just cotton. And I have it at about 1.6 ohms on a single coil. I'm not going to get too crazy. There's not much of a well on these things. All right, now I'm getting a definitely a bakery smell, but that kind of cheesecake, where if it's like a heavy cheesecake with vanilla, and I could already see it starting to caramelize the wick a little bit. Yeah, it definitely has that that really intense sweet smell. I'm gonna give it a good vape. Well, it's pretty good vapor production. I need to let it sit a little bit in the wick, I'm thinking, because it's not coming out exactly how I thought it was going to taste like. And I'll give you a quick explanation real quick. Not chemically, just a lot of flavor put together. You know, if you overmix flavor, sometimes it gets just really heavy. I mean, these are all flavorful juices. His whole line is super flavor. So I'm just going to give it a little second. Just let it work its way into the cotton. Pardon me. Sometimes you gotta play around with your devices, you know. Now, to me, I'm tasting warm beer. That's what I taste. Really grabs you on the top of the throat, the top ridge part of your throat. It's like somebody takes a broom to the top of your throat with a flavor that you're not really familiar with. It's kind of yeasty, is what I'm getting. Like a beer. Now that flavor that I was getting is starting to die off, so it's probably just the new coil taste and letting the wick absorb the juice. When I take a big puff in, I could definitely feel the cloud of the vapor. A lot of juices you feel thin. This is a really heavy, creamy type of vape. Very milkshakey on the way in. And that intense flavor I was talking about, it kind of went away. So I think it's because it's getting used to the coils a little bit. See if you can see, it's changing color just a tad. And it was a new coil, new wick too. So just sometimes you got to break into your gear a little bit. The flavor is balancing out. It's like a frothy, milky, but really a solid, like a condensed milk almost. Like you're drinking a milkshake. Now it's starting to taste a little bit like a Frappuccino would. But Illuminati Vapor, I was a little nervous at first. I thought I was not gonna like it, because it had that bite in the beginning. Sometimes you gotta give your juice a chance. Get past that bite, especially if you're doing a new wick. When I get closer to the bottom of the juice, it's if I put too much juice on there, it's really heavy. When you get down to the bottom where it's just a little wicky, just a little bit juicy, and just right. So if you can find a system that balances, this isn't the right kind of addy or setup rather. This is set up more for a little bit more viscous juice. This juice is real thick, which makes it dripping worthy because you do get a lot of flavor from the dripping. But this setup right here, I'm not getting what I want out of it. I don't know, red velvet cupcake, I would describe this more of a like a Frappuccino milkshake is what I get out of it. Well, Illuminati Vapor, I'm going to go ahead and put all their info below. Give it a shot if you want to try it. I would say out of the 3 I've tried so far, this would be not in my top 3. The Lion and the Money had a lot more balanced flavors. This flavor is really intense, almost too much flavor, so you might have to dilute it or just vape it special times every once in a while. It's not an all-day vape for me, but I do like it after it balances out. Kind of has that cheesecake, cheesy kind of cheesecake cream to it. I don't think it hit the mark for me, but everybody's a little different. You take care and stay tuned to some more reviews of the Illuminati Vapor. This one has a born on date of, let's see, no born on date, but it does show 6 Nick. So that's what I'm vaping at 6 Nick. It might taste a little better at 3. But it's really intense, really cheesecake, kind of frothy. It changes on you. That's the Bloodline Red Velvet Cupcake. I'll throw the link below if you want to give it a shot. This is Kriswixx. Take care. And keep steeping that juice, right?